What's going on, YouTubers? Robert Serrano Jr. Es zero miedo. Just saying. That's your born thriller. And welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from June 21st, 2018. They were in full... Well, actually, that's not full sale. They were in the Impact Zone in Orlando's... in Orlando... Universal Studios, Florida, in Orlando, basically. Your commentators, Josh Matthews and Don Collins. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the show. Impact Wrestling for hour number 1. We have LAX, Santana, Ortiz being accompanied by Eddie Kingston versus the Impact World Tag Team Champions, Z&E, which is DJ Z, and Andrew Everett. And this match happens. Very good match, folks. I love this tag team match. This just shows you that that tag team wrestling is where it is right now in professional wrestling, unlike WWE's tag team division, with a 17-year-old man who's not a fan of tag team, who wants to bury the tag team for whatever fucking reason, other than that he's not a fan of it. And then you get to this, where you're seeing some great tag team matches when it comes to LAX. And this new tag team of Z&E teaming up, DJ Z and Andrew Everett. And phenomenal match it was. Phenomenal for opening match for the tag team for the Impact World Tag Team Championships to be on the line. And in the end, LAX wins the match. They won back the tag belts. After being in the slump and all that, they finally win back the tag belts here against Z&E. And LAX is, I guess, they're back in business. And I want to see more of this. LAX versus LAX versus Z&E. A rematch for us. Let's go. Let's do it. You know. And then we get to KM. He comes out, talks about how he was trying to help out Fallout Bob and blah blah blah. And he says that Impact Wrestling needs to rename KM Pack Wrestling. So Fallout Bob comes out because KM calls him out, and then Fallout Bob, instead of telling him, he decided to have a note for him to read, and then he leaves. So so KM starts reading the note, and then basically, it will not be Fallout Bob wrestling him. It will be someone else wrestling him, and it's will be Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner has a match against KM, and Scott Steiner beats him. I mean, of course, KM was getting over Scott Steiner at one point, but Scott Steiner was basically kicking his ass in the beginning of it too. And then in the end, Scott Steiner wins the match with the Steiner recliner, and yeah, so I guess Scott Steiner is a babyface, and he's back full time at Impact Wrestling. Next, we get to our highlights for the press conference for Slammiversary that was taking place in Toronto between Austin Aries versus Moose, where they're gonna be doing something for the Impact World Championship and for the Impact Grand Championship, because at Slammiversary between Moose and Austin Aries, the winners are gonna merge the belts, the Impact Grand Championship belt and the Impact World Championship belt, which means on the way they're gonna get rid of the Grand Championship belt. That's the way to get rid of the Grand Championship belt for doing absolutely nothing for the Grand Championship belt since Austin Aries won the belt. So much for the secondary championship belt, folks. But on a positive note, there, if anyone's going to merge those belts, I'm going for early protection here, folks. Austin Aries got to win. Nothing against Moose, nothing personal against Moose. But Austin Aries got to win. He's the man. He is the absolute man to do it. So, and not Mr. Impact Wrestling, which is Moose. Next we get to Eddie Edwards shown at his home, where his house is completely empty because his wife moved out. I basically said Eddie Edwards was losing his mind, losing his control. He he's becoming Sami Callihan so much that he's looking at himself in the mirror and he sees himself as Sami Callihan. And then he breaks the mirror and all that, and there you go. So Eddie Edwards, and this is a side of Eddie Edwards I've never seen before, by the way, folks, which is good. I'm enjoying this Eddie Edwards. I want to see more of Eddie Edwards like this. And what it's gonna lead to, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna lead to Eddie Edwards committing suicide. Don't show this company short, folks. They literally had Eddie Edwards talk about on TV that he wants to murder Sami Callihan. So don't be surprised if he has to if they end up doing an angle, he's gonna try to kill himself, and he's gonna be on suicide watch, and maybe Tommy Dreamer's gonna be there to be his suicide watch to make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. Who knows, folks? Who knows? Oh man, this is unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. And then we get to Sami Callihan, basically OVE, talking about how Pentagon Jr. sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, and he's gonna teach him a lesson later on against them in that tag team match main event. We'll get to it later. And basically they ended by saying they are with Ohio, by Ohio, and Ohio is will take over everything. In a tense way, And now, that was the promo. Total Amount Wrestling for hour number 1 for Impact Wrestling 2. Now let's move on to hour number 2. It will feature Madison Rayne versus Taya Valkyrie. So they had a match, and they had a very good match. And then in the end, Madison Rayne wins, and Taya Valkyrie just came back. So what the fuck? What's going on here? Why is Madison Rayne winning these matches against these up and coming knockouts in Impact Wrestling? First, Tessa Blanchard, and now Taya Valkyrie. I'm starting to worry about Kiera Hogan right now at this point. I'm worried about Kiera Hogan if she calls press for Madison Rayne. But that won't be the case, because here's what happened next. After the match, when Madison Rayne decided to get the win, so Madison Rayne cuts a promo to where she didn't want to come back to wrestle. Bullshit. And then also she wants to challenge Su Yung at Summerversary for the Impact Knockouts Championship. About it, during this match, Su Yung was watching on backstage, looking all crazy and everything. And then also in the lights, and we hear some laugh. Basically, some creepy stuff going on there in this segment, and then Madison Rayne leaves after that. That was the end of it. Basically, a build up for Madison Rayne versus Su Yung for Summerversary for the Impact Knockouts Championship. So we see LAX backstage, well, in the clubhouse, celebrating their win. Well, with Santana, Ortiz, you have Eddie Kingston there, and then you have Diamante there. They all celebrate that they won the tag belts and everything. They're back in business. They're back in the sack. And then all of a sudden, Konnan shows up. He returns, and all of a sudden, Eddie Edwards and Eddie Kingston and Konnan has a private discussion with each other in the clubhouse while the rest of LAX go out and celebrate. And basically, Konnan is concerned and thinking about how that Eddie Kingston had something to do with Konnan's disappearance and all that, because Konnan said he was beaten up and all that. He's still not 100%. And Eddie Kingston is trying to clear his case here that he had nothing to do with that and all that. And it was very intriguing, folks. It was very intriguing. So, and Konnan is like basically warning Eddie Kingston if he better not find out that he had anything to do with this, because if he does, you're gonna be talking with the people that attacked him too and all are gonna be the ones to pay for this and all that. So, but yeah, it was very good though, folks. It was very, very good. And again, I'm intrigued to see what it leads to because of LAX. And now we need Homicide in the mix of this too. Maybe Homicide is involved with Eddie Kingston, because keep in mind, for those who don't know, Eddie Kingston and Homicide used to be a tag team back in Ring of Honor. So, wouldn't surprise me if Homicide and Eddie Kingston has something to do with Konnan's being attacked by these by their people, and while Santana and Ortiz were in a slump. And then Diamante, well, Diamante, we are for those who don't know what happened with Diamante, she had a legit injury, which she had to be taken out for a while. So, but she's recovered since, and she's been wrestling in the Indies for a while. And yeah, I'm happy to see Diamante back in Impact Wrestling. I want to see more of Diamante in Impact Wrestling. Hopefully, she'll just get beaten by Madison Rayne. Just saying. And hopefully she'll have a match against Kiera Hogan, because if that happens, then I gotta cheer for one of those two to win. And I want Kiera Hogan to win, but at the same time, you got Diamante, who hasn't done much in Impact Wrestling other than being there with LAX. But anyways, also made it to an interview with Killer Kross to reveal that, with him being the mystery ex-attacker, and he explains why he did what he did. And his reason is, this is his words. He says, "Why am I doing this? Why not?" So there's no story of why he's doing this. It's just two words that he mentioned. Why not? And of course, he talked about other things too and all. But at the same time, really, that's what you're giving us? Why not? You can't give us anything else better than this, other than just have this guy say, Why am I attacking these people? Why not? There's gotta be a reason why he's doing this. Whatever. Yeah, that was no hope. That was no hope at all, folks. We got some video package, basically of a vignette for some debuts coming to Impact Wrestling pretty soon, which is something to do with India, but they call themselves the Desi. I mean the Desi Hit Squad. Whatever that, I don't know what that is. I don't know who they are, but we'll find out pretty soon. Who knows where they are? But whatever. All right, now we get to the main event. Will it feature Pentagon Jr., Cero Miedo, and the son of the Ghost, Phantasma versus OVE, which is Dave and Jay Crest, while you have Sammy Callahan at ringside. So having a match, very good main event match. I mean, it was nowhere near better than the tag team match from the beginning of the Impact World Tag Team Championship match, but it was still good though for what it was. And in the end, Pentagon Jr. and Phantasma wins the match. After the match, OVE gets the better of them, and basically they try to remove the mask of Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. fights them back and all that, but then he gets taken out again, and then they try to remove his mask. They almost did, by ripping up and all that, but Phantasma gets nothing for the save with the steel chin and all that, and OVE escapes. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, Pentagon Jr. is gonna get them now. He's gonna murder them. You do not want to do that. Now, when they did that, I was thinking to myself, okay, so they're gonna tease Pentagon Jr.'s mask being removed, and then someone new is gonna be coming in to save Pentagon Jr. Nope, they literally tried to remove the mask of Pentagon Jr. And I said to myself, wait a minute, wait a minute. I am totally against this, folks. I've always been against when it comes to removing a luchador's mask, and even when it comes to Japan's wrestling's mask too and all. I'm not a fan of that. So, but yeah, that you want to talk about the ultimate insult. That's how you do it when it comes to masked wrestlers. And yeah, there you go. That was and that was Impact Wrestling. That was the main event that ended the show. Tournament Wrestling for hour number 2 for Impact Wrestling, 2 matches, and Tournament Wrestling overall for Impact Wrestling from June 21st, 2018, 4 matches. So, and yeah, there you go. My overall strength for the show, there was no Kiera Hogan, 0 out of 10. I'm just kidding, 6 out of 10 actually. It's a 6 out of 10 show. So there you go. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. at your Born Thriller. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and take a shot with the Natural Born Thriller, because it's a thriller. If you like what I'm doing, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like what I'm doing, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I don't care, because the choice is yours alone, because your opinion and only your opinions matter. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. You'll take care. Peace on the streets from the Natural Born Driller. And I'm out. Take care, folks.